So we got George Ferocious Kambosos, who just inked a co-promotional deal between with his company, Ferocious Promotions. That's dope. I like that name. And Luna Bella and Top Rank, with Bob Arum. Nice move for George Kambosos, man. This is it's gonna allow him to pretty much get more exposure, and he gets to fight a lot of top ranked stable fighters, man. That's a good thing. Because George Kambosos coming off them two losses to Devin Haney, in that situation, it kind of gave him a lot of popularity, man. Beating, taking the belts from Teofimo Lopez, and then turning around, going into a fight with Devin Haney. He did lose twice, but fought, did what he had to do, and here we are. This is going to probably be one of the greatest moves that he could have made, because it's pretty much going to bring him a whole lot more shine. And my thing is, when the last time did George Kambosos fight? I think his last fight, it was last year. He didn't fight in almost. He didn't fight in. When did they fight last? Was it June of last year? So it'll be about a year since George Kambosos has been in the ring. So this is excellent, though. I always liked George. A lot of people didn't have faith in him when he was about to fight Teofimo Lopez. I was always saying something looked odd about that. When they had to stare down, I'm like, yo, Kambosos look like he ready to chew this dude up, man. I'm like, Tio don't look confident, bro. And I was damn near right, and I called it, man. But here we are, twice removed from the Devin fights. He's no longer a champion. Will he ever be back on top? I doubt it. He's a good fighter. I don't think he's a great fighter, but he had his chance. He had his time. He was undisputed, and he did. No, I'm sorry. He wasn't undisputed. He was unified. Excuse me. But he took the belts that Teofimo had, and then he tried to fight for undisputed with Dev, and to no avail. But who was his next opponent, man? According to Boxing News, man, Bob Arum, he hasn't said who he's matching him up with, but they were saying that he was supposed, like, one name that was floating around is some guy named Maxie Hughes. But what would be dope if Golden Boy allowed Ryan Garcia to step in the ring with him? That would be pretty good. I would like to see a scrap like that. That would be a good scrap. Two dudes coming off losses. Ryan coming off a knockout, his first loss. Kambosos coming off of two straight to go into a Ryan Garcia fight. That would be dope. But other people that they're saying that he could face is Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez for a rematch. Josh Taylor, Arnold Barboza, Keyshawn Davis, and maybe a Devin Haney trilogy, which I don't want to see. Nobody want to see that shit. Please don't even think about it, man. And Devin is talking about he might end up. He's considering staying with Top Rank. So I hope that nobody want to see no more of those fights with him, between him and Kambosos. He whooped him twice. Time to move on from that. But I'd love to see a Keyshawn Davis, Barboza. I like to see him fight him. Josh Taylor, Shakur Stevenson. Out of all them dudes, George Kambosos is not on any of these dudes' level. He doesn't beat any of them. He probably could beat Teofimo Lopez for a second time, but the rest of them, Josh Taylor, Arnold Barboza, Shakur Stevenson for sure, Keyshawn Davis, he's not beating Devin Haney either. He's not beating none of those guys. So, I think George Kambosos, pretty much he's going to end up just being a fighter, just fight maybe lower to mid-level fighters. He'll probably get some, depending on how he does, he'll probably get some, or how they move him. He'll probably get another title shot somewhere. When Devin leaves the division or something like that, the belts become vacant. He'll probably get another shot at the belt. But as far as like taking it off one of the current dudes off Dev or Tank, if Tank get his hands on the belts or something like that's not gonna happen. Just my humble opinion. But shout out to George Kambosos, man, for inking that deal. That's pretty dope. So this opens up more fights for him, more big bags. Because, you know, even though he lost those 2 fights, I think he's still a hot commodity, man. So it should be rather interesting to see when he fights next, man. We going into we in May. We'll be quite into the summer, and it'll be almost a year in, I believe, that he hasn't fought. So I'd like to see him fight soon, sometime in the summer. Who's next? We don't know. I'm gonna be watching this situation. I'm gonna be watching George Kambosos closely to see what his next move is. But either way, he's staying to make some money. You know, he pretty much made a name for himself. He was a unified champion. Not many can say that with most of the belts. You know, so this is your boy, man. Let me know what you think about this situation. George Kambosos signing a co-promotional deal with Lou DiBella, his promotional company, Ferocious Promotions, and Top Rank. I'll catch y'all later on the next one. Peace out.